Hey, it's your girl Toy B, also known as the Fairy Don. I am coming to you all today because I have been, let me do this a little bit, y'all. Sorry. Um, I'm coming to y'all today because I have a dilemma. I have a little dilemma. So, I have quite a few African American male clients, okay? And a lot of the things that we talk about is around, just identity, self-esteem, um, community, right? And I'm realizing that a lot of our young men, they are really lacking community. And I've always noticed this, but I don't know. This year, I'm noticing a much larger trend, especially post pandemic. And community is so important. Community, it helps keep you motivated. Having a sense of belonging is something that we all desire, despite how much it's important for you to have self identity, right? But once you have a sense of self, it is important for you to, still be amongst your peers and find your tribe, right? And I'm just noticing it's a running trend when it comes to a lot of African American males not necessarily having that tribe and a healthy tribe, right? Because you can have a tribe, but they cannot push you to and motivate you to be a better version of you. Self motivation is very important, but truly the people you hang around really dictates the outcome of your life. And I see a sense of a lot of young black men just yearning for productive community, community that encourages them to grow, pours into them. They want to be able to give back and volunteer. And there are a few resources that I know about that I've given to a lot of my young black male clients in regards to, just reaching out and having community. And I just wanted to get on here and ask you all, if any of you all know are in the Chicagoland area and know of any groups that meet on a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis, not necessarily associated with a fraternity or a sorority, but just a group that um, you know has no problem just creating a safe environment for men to just be encouraged and feel that they are seen, heard, valued, and they're not being ridiculed or judged for things that they are working on, and just being embraced in the fact that they are forever evolving. And even though you don't know everything, sometimes, if you're in the wrong spaces, you are made to feel like you're supposed to know. And that's where that judgment and ridicule kind of comes in. And a lot of men to have always been taught to be strong and never vulnerable. So I want to ensure that a lot of the young men that I work with always, none of the work that we work on in session is undone based on the environment that they are around, right? And if they don't feel accepted in their environment, if they feel judged in their environment, that's how it leads to isolation and self-doubt, and not having a sense of belonging. And you know it gets really dark, when people get into isolation and they have they're still struggling with the sense of self, right? And that's when suicidal ideation and depression and anxiety really, really, really takes a hold on a lot of people. So I love making content for my women, but I definitely want to make sure that I make content for my young men and even older men, because there are a lot of older men who are suffering in silence as well, that really don't know how to regulate their emotions, don't know how to name their emotions, and they've gotten to the big age of 50s and 60s and still are dealing with these things, and that's okay, right? But the pandemic really shed a light on how hard it is for people to feel comfortable with themselves, and also having the ability to call on their community And, you know, nobody wants to be alone. Nobody wants to live in this world feeling alone, right? So, yeah, if you all have any resources that you would recommend, I would greatly appreciate it. Put them down in the comments below. Just don't scroll past this, you know. Definitely, you know, provide some resources, but also if there are any men that are watching this video, take use of the resources that are being shared. I'm going to put a few resources that I know of, but to kind of start the conversation. But I definitely want to encourage our Black men to be around communities that inspire you to grow and be a better version of you, you know? Be gentle with yourself. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to cry. It's okay to have feelings. It's okay, because if you do not, and also pay that lady. I got that from my girl Tasia. I love her content. She always say, "Go pay the lady." I'm the lady that they pay to help you with your regulating your emotions and navigating anxiety and depression and things like that. But I can't help everybody because I'm only licensed in Illinois. But if you are in a different state, a different area, go pay the lady, go pay that man that's a clinical therapist, so that you can have somebody to talk to. But also be open to, you know, just new communities and new people. And if you are working on trust, I understand, I get it, you know, but nobody deserves to feel alone. Okay. And also you deserve to be around people that embrace you for who you are, and encourages you to grow and be a better version of you. Okay, so if those are not the people that are surrounding you, it's very important for you to find those people. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. I hope to see you all in the next one, and thank you for listening. All right, bye.